State House, education, criminal justice reform, and healthcare, all issues expected to be priorities in the upcoming legislative session, which starts officially tomorrow. Now, abortion and redistricting could also play a dominant role this year after recent rulings. Lawmakers also want to tackle the ongoing fentanyl drug crisis in our state. Bills regarding education savings accounts, which would allow parents to send their children to private school with state money, and certificate of need are all coming up this week. Now, lawmakers have a $3.8 billion budget surplus and $580 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds to spend. Priorities in the budget include tax cuts, road and reserves, as the state revenue office expects a slight economic downturn in the coming years. Another issue Democrats and Republicans agree on is workforce development.
We have plenty of children who, if you expose them to those opportunities and they're given that training, that they can more than compete in that type of a workforce. But there is a piece we're missing there.
We got a tremendous shortage of daycare centers and daycare workers, and that's what keeps some people out of the workplace. If you're going to make X amount of dollars and you got to turn around and pay $200 a week for child care, this sort of prohibits you from getting a job.
That was lawmaker Shane Massey and also lawmaker Hutto commenting there. They do return to the State House tomorrow at noon. Of course, News 19 will be there and make sure to bring you all the latest. Now, lawmakers are also looking to revisit the governor's message to bail bondsmen. In a letter, he demanded harsher sentences for violent crimes and also for repeat offenders, that they spend more time behind bars. News 19's Zoe Henry has more on what lawmakers discussed during today's legislative workshop. Zoe, what'd you find out?
Andrea, House Speaker Pro Temp Tommy Pope also brought up readdressing bond reform. Now, he says that the focus would be more on talking about holding more people accountable, and those people include judges, prosecutors, and bail bondsmen. And the Representative Pope says in speaking with each of them, there's hope for less crime in South Carolina. He adds it's a balance between being fair to those committing nonviolent crimes and the people who are impacted by those crimes.
So it's a delicate balance. You know, we want to have nonviolent offenders out when we can, but then again, at some point as a citizen, if the nonviolent offender keeps coming back and shoplifting from your store the fourth, the fifth, the sixth time, at some point you want law enforcement to do something.
For more details on this upcoming session, head over to our website, WLTX.com. I'm at the Capitol, State Capitol, Zoe Henry, News 19, WLTX.